irises in your garden, they always form a new fan on that rhizome in front of the year's previous growth. So cattleyas have these interesting structures here called pseudobulbs that hold water and store nutrients for the plant, because as they are epiphytes, they go through wet and dry cycles, and I will be talking about that further later in the presentation. Their leaves are thicker, and they also come in unifoliate and bifoliate forms. So the unifoliate form has the one leaf, because uni means one, and they look like that, if you will. The bifoliate cattleyas, atop of their pseudobulbs, have two leaves, which look like so. Right? And then when they come to flower, most of them will actually come out of the apices, or the tip of the pseudobulb. That's the sheath, and then the buds emerge out of that. So this is a light diagram here. I know it's hard to see, and we're going to break it down for you to make it a little bit easier. Because this one was developed by Dustin Miller and Kelly McCracken. Dustin Miller has a blog called Here But Not. Fantastic information. Kelly McCracken, fantastic grower in New Mexico of high desert orchids. So what does PAR mean? And that's the photosynthetically active radiation. It's the type of light utilized in photosynthesis by the plants. So these numbers here are the nanometer wavelengths of light that we actually see. So the red, orange, yellow, blue, green, blue, indigo, violet. That's what you see. The plants use that spectrum of light to grow. The PPFD is the photosynthetic photon flux density, and that is how much light is actually reaching the leaf surface and how many photons are hitting it each second. Just some physics for you to get into some nitty-gritty. But aside from that, PAR is important if you're growing under lights in the home. Okay. So going back to this, with Cattleya, they require moderate to high light. So the windows that you want to use in your home for windowsill growing would be unobstructed east windows and west windows. During the summertime, if you have a south window with a sheer curtain in front of it, that will allow filtered light to reach your plant, which would be perfect. If you have it in midday sun directly, it can lead to sun scorch of your plant, and that can lead to further problems. So in the greenhouse at Marlowe's, we would actually grow the cattleyas on the bench, and they would be in an unobstructed spot, but the plastic roof that we had would filter the light through. It would still be bright enough, and typically they'll want a photo period, or just the length of light that they receive, to be about 12 hours. They need that to do well. And if you think about it, equatorially, that region of the Earth is getting 12 hours of sunlight year-round, and that's where they're from.